What if I told you that with just 4 million naira, you could be the proud owner of a Rover? I know that when you hear the word Rover, what comes to your mind is like the Range Rover Vela, the Range Rover Sport, or even the Land Rover Defender, and not a sedan from the 2000s. But you safe. How would I tell you that you can buy a Range Rover for 4 million naira in this economy and you are waiting for more information on it? Have some fear of God in you.
Cheap.
So the Rover I'm going to be talking about today is not your typical SUV, but rather a sedan from the 90s. That is basically like the John the Baptist of the Range Rover because it's like its forerunner. Get it? Rover started off making bicycles in 1878, and it was not until 1904 before they started making actual vehicles. And they stuck with the sedan vehicles, making them comfortable and reliable. Rover's ownership has exchanged hands over the years, and at a point they were actually owned by BMW, but at the present moment they are owned by the JLR, which stands for the Jaguar Land Rover Conglomerate. Remember I said that the Rover is partly responsible for what we have today as a Range Rover. So this is it. You have your Rover, which are comfortable, reliable sedans, and you have your Land Rover, which are 4x4 off-roaders. The engineers brought these two cars together, and what do you have? You have your Range Rover, which is a comfortable, reliable 4x4 off-roader. So basically, Rover plus Land Rover equals Range Rover. At this point, I must sound like a broken record because I keep mentioning over and over again that Rover only produced sedans. And of all the Rover sedans, the most popular was the Rover 75, which also happens to be the last production model of the brand, which ended production in 2005. The Rover itself was a great car, and it had quite some power. The Rover had a number of engine options ranging from petrol to diesel engines, but the two most popular engines were the 2.5-litre V6 engine, which was paired with a 5-speed manual, and a 4.6-litre V8 engine, which was paired with a 4-speed automatic. Depending on preference, you being a manual guy or an automatic guy, you make your choice. After almost 20 years since the Rover sedans were killed, you still have a number of them in Nigeria, and you can be the proud owner of one today for just 2.2 million naira for a Nigerian used or 3.5 million naira for a foreign used. The Rover gave us what we have today as the Range Rover. So whenever you see a Rover, I want you to give it a salute, because without it, we probably wouldn't have that luxury SUV to cruise around town with.